Welcome to the 88th Annual Spring Senior Breakfast. This morning we're going to honor our graduating seniors and graduate students from the classes of May and August of 2026. And before we get started this morning, our invocation is going to be given by Brooklyn Williams, our Executive Vice President of the Student Government Association. Brooklyn.
Thank you. Okay, let's pray. Dear God, I thank you for this day and for giving us all the opportunity to make it here this morning to gather in celebration of our senior class. I thank you for the opportunity to have blessed by very many professors, faculty, staff, and friends during our time at Murray State. And I thank you for putting these amazing people in our path. God, I thank you for giving us many reasons to be proud to be graduates from this university, and I ask that you continue to have us live a life fully of dignity, grace, humility, and patience like we all have been taught here. God, I ask that you be with the students in this room. I pray for their futures, for them to be blooming with your goodness and kindness. I ask that you watch over them and protect them, and that you reveal yourself to them for those who do not know you. Give them peace in the future and allow them to know that you are in control and we can find rest in that. God, I pray for the faculty, staff, and families in the room. Thank you for allowing them to be given a heart of leadership and love. Thank you for allowing them to pour into us in such a way that we are forever changed. Ask you to be with them always, give your wisdom in decision-making and strength for continuing to persevere. God, thank you for giving us your word and allowing us to learn about who you are. I ask that you be with us today and always. In your name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Does it seem like our sound system is working? Can everybody hear okay? Gary can hear, but you're pretty close to me, right? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to assume that everything is good then. First of all, we'd like to show our appreciation to our Murray State University Jazz Combo for the music this morning. That was awesome. We have Cami Pillow on baritone sax, Chris Gazander on alto sax, Declan Bingham on tenor sax, Jeremiah Morris on trombone, Dalton Darnell on trumpet, Noah Schneider on piano, Sean Howell on bass, CL Kenoto on drums, Abby Tompkins on vibraphone, Addison Hepner on guitar. Dr. Todd Hill is retiring and has served so well for so many years. He told me this was his 40th senior breakfast this morning and has done just a fabulous job in leading our music program here in this jazz combo. And so once again, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Hill. Also, we're all enjoying the fruits of their labor this morning. We'd like to send out a special thank you to Angela Darnell and Faith Swift and the whole staff there in Dr. R's office and the student workers there in the Student Affairs office for planning and coordinating this morning's breakfast. They've done a fabulous job once again, so give them a round of applause, please. We're also thankful to our friends here and partners at Sodexo and the members of their catering staff for preparing the food. We're thankful to the members of the SSC and Curris Center staff for setting up this area, and so we're thankful for what you've done for us. I'm thankful for those that are in my unit in the Murray State University Horticulture Club for decorating so nice with these table centerpieces that you see here, grown at Murray State in our greenhouse. So it looks really, really nice. So I'm very proud of them. We want to thank the members of the Murray State faculty and staff for serving us this morning. Thank you for your service. We certainly appreciate that. And at this time, we'd like to recognize several distinguished groups that are here with us this morning. First of all, first and foremost, we're here for you. All graduating seniors and graduate students from the classes of May and August 2026, please stand. That's awesome. What an amazing group. And I can just only imagine where you go from here and the things that you're going to do and how you're going to represent Murray State so well. And really how proud we are as an institution, as an individuals that have worked with you over the years to be able to see what you do professionally and throughout your life. And so it's a very exciting time. I really do love this event because it really, you're on the cusp of some amazing things that you're going to see in your life. Also this morning, we have two of our university vice presidents, Dr. Laura Foltz and Dr. Don Robertson with us. If you guys would please stand up, we'd like to recognize you. And next to the podium is our president, Dr. Ron Patterson. And at that point, I'll turn it over to Dr. Patterson.
Before I go into my remarks, I do want to recognize some other key individuals that are in the room. And so for our deans, will you please stand, those that are in attendance? Thank you. And the wonderful individuals we hold very near and dear to us, our faculty. Faculty, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Good morning, Murray State University. Good morning, graduates. This is truly an honor, and it's truly about you. Thank you for joining us this morning for this important and rich tradition at Murray State University. Congratulations on reaching this milestone in your lives. I look forward to shaking your hands, okay, when you walk across that stage during the commencement ceremony. That's very important to me, and I know it will be for you as well. At this time, I would also like to recognize members of the Board of Regents who are present this morning. And so again, as I call their name, will you hold your applause until the end to thank them as well. Dr. David Mindshine, Vice Chair. Mr. Leon Owens, Past Chair. Dr. Gary Zaruth, Faculty Regent. Dr. David Wilson, Staff Regent. And Mr. Ali Khatib, Student Regent. Can we give them a round of applause for their service? Again, that is the group that was very instrumental, along with the deans and faculty who brought me here, and so I'm truly grateful, and I always want to thank them publicly for allowing me to serve as your president. Today marks a highlight of your academic career. Many of you plan to enter the workforce immediately, while others will choose to pursue their master's degree, their PhD, or EDD degrees. Whatever you decide, or will decide, please move forward with race or pride. You have much to be proud of. Your Murray State family that is in this room, on this campus, and beyond is indeed proud of you as one of our alumni. Please remember to always pay it forward. And I can't stress that enough. Please remember to always pay it forward. I kept my remarks brief today because I want to really pour into you during the commencement ceremonies about my short tenure with you here at Murray State University. And so I will end by simply saying, and as I always do, shoes up and go Racers.
Thank you, Dr. Patterson. At this point, I would like to introduce Mr. Ali Khatib. He's the president of our Student Government Association and our student regent, and he's going to speak as the senior representative as well. Ali.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right, I'm going to do it again. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not going to lie. Being a junior giving this speech to seniors feels a little out of pocket. But for real, looking around, it's kind of insane. You're actually graduating. Not that long ago, you were freshmen, just trying to figure out your classes, find out what Canvas was, and convince yourself that starting an assignment due at midnight at 11 builds character. And somehow, it did, because you're all still here. But the funny thing is, When people think about college, they think about classes, grades, resumes, but that's not what you're actually going to remember. You're going to remember Murray things, like pulling up to a football game when it's too cold, almost midnight breakfast, and seeing the same person on campus so many times you start thinking they're an NPC. Come on, y'all. Somebody else has that experience. These random moments that didn't feel important at the time, that's the stuff that actually mattered. I'm going to take this off. Can I? Maybe not. No, I can't take this off. Sorry. As from my side, being student government president, I get a behind-the-scenes look at how this place actually runs. And I'll tell you right now, it's not the meetings. It's not the policies. It's you. It's the students who show up, the students who care, who make this place feel like something real and not just somewhere you go. And that's something not every campus has. So yeah, you're leaving, but you're not losing that. Because the truth is, nobody here has everything figured out. If you do, you're either lying or you need to update your LinkedIn, because I haven't seen that yet. But you do know how to figure things out. You've already done that here. You found your people, survived classes, and you probably thought they were going to end you at some point. But you figured out how to balance everything, even if balance just means getting through the week. You have adapted. But whether it's a job, grad school, or just chilling for a minute after you're trying to figure it out, you're not starting over. You're just leveling up. And yeah, that sounds a little corny, but it's also true. And here's the part people don't say enough. This is one of the last times you'll be all in the same room together. After this, life starts moving fast. People go different directions. So just don't let that happen completely. Stay connected. Check in on people. Keep relationships the ones that made this place what it was. Because years from now, when you think about Murray State, you're not going to remember your syllabus. You're going to remember this. So yeah, you made it. No more Canvas notifications. No more due at 11:59. And no more pretending you read the chapter. Just real life now. Good luck with that. But seriously, I'm proud of all of you. We're going to miss you. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. But I have to say, I see Ali a lot on campus. As a matter of fact, I see him so much, just last week I tried to get him to buy me some stuff with his flex dollars. But I see him a lot, and it makes me wonder, if I were an NPC, would I know it? I don't know. Maybe it's me, Ali. I don't know. At this time, we've got Dr. David Mindshine, who's our Vice Chair of the Board of Regents, that has a message to students on behalf of our Board of Regents. Dr. Mindshine.
Ali, thank you for those words of wisdom. I do not think I have everything figured out, even at this point in my life. I'm a 1994 graduate of Murray State University, and I'm very proud of that fact. And I'm also a first-generation college student. That's not on my script. But I am, and I'm very proud of that fact as well. What's interesting to me is, Dr. Hill, you performed at my senior breakfast. I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain you did. I say that to say this. What makes our institution different is just that. It's the people that poured into me that have poured into you. We have a world-class faculty and staff and alumni of which you are about to be part of. That's amazing. And I would like for you to give your faculty and staff a clap, please. Good morning, graduating students. It's my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Regents of Murray State University. Some of them are sitting here today. Some of them are not able to join us. My fellow Regents and I want you all to know how proud we are of your accomplishments, not only today, but throughout your academic careers to this point. We're proud you chose Murray State University as your alma mater and hope to see you on campus throughout the coming years. Remember to always reflect on your time at Murray State University with pride. You are now members of the Racer family for life. I look forward to see you during commencement and at many campus events in the future. Thank you. Go Racers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Monshine. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Cade Gamble, who's our Student Activities Coordinator, and Cade's going to recognize the winners of our Max Carmen Outstanding Teacher Award and our Jim Bauer Outstanding Staff Service Award, as well as the Ralph H. Woods Memorial Award.
Thank you, Dr. Parr. Like he said, my name's Cade Gamble, and I have the pleasure of serving as the SGA advisor this year. And so the first award we're going to start with tonight is the Ralph H. Woods Memorial Award. So this is our student award. It was established to honor and recognize a student or students who have made an outstanding contribution in service and leadership to the university campus. So an excerpt from this student's recommendation letter says, throughout her time at Murray State, she has taken full advantage of opportunities to grow as a leader and servant to her campus and community. Her involvement includes serving as a sorority recruitment counselor, Panhellenic voting delegate, chapter philanthropy chair, and chapter president within Sigma Sigma Sigma. She has also represented the campus community as a summer orientation counselor, student worker in the Center for Student Involvement, AHEC intern, and participant in the Miss Murray State program. Additionally, she has been recognized as a Sigma Chi sweetheart, further demonstrating the respect and admiration she has earned across the fraternity and sorority community. This year's Ralph H. Wood Memorial Award recipient is Halia Martin. If you want to come forward, Mr. Ali Khatib will be presenting you with a plaque. Our next award today will be the Max Carmen Outstanding Teacher Award. This award is giving in recognition of the recipient's teaching excellence as evidenced by his or her effectiveness and ability to motivate and inspire students in the classroom and outside the classroom. An excerpt from this student's nomination for this teacher or professor says, she is the most outstanding educator that I have had the privilege of taking. She has over 30 years of classroom experience at the elementary level and has taught at Murray State University for a number of years. The most obvious quality that she possesses is a true love for both her students and her profession. She has a vat of knowledge in the areas that she teaches. She leaves her classroom every day. You leave her classroom every day with the feeling that you actually accomplished something in the short time frame that you have with her. She also asks her students questions about themselves and then remembers their answers. While this may not seem like it amounts to much, students appreciate when a professor truly knows them. Her knowledge of her students influences the way that she also teaches. She is able to modify her lessons to fit the needs of her students that are in her practicum field. As a mentor teacher for teacher candidates, she goes above and beyond through offering practical advice for individuals to implement in their classroom. Above all else, she also possesses a smile. No matter the weather or the circumstance of the day, she is excited to teach, which makes us excited to learn. So this year's Max Carmen Outstanding Teacher Award, she's not able to be here because she's actually with student teachers in Belize, but her name is Miss Holly Bloodworth. Looks like she's actually on Zoom, so we can present it over Zoom today. And she is representing the College of Education. Congratulations, Holly. So last but not least, our last award, the Jim Bauer Outstanding Staff Service Award. This award was established to honor and recognize a staff member who has gone above and beyond the call of the prescribed duty and shown exceptional dedication with regard to students at Murray State University. An excerpt from this student's nomination reads, "He has a gift of gentleness, and this is obviously displayed in the work that he does. He is precise and one of the hardest workers that I have ever had the privilege of working under. Beyond his regular work hours, Jason puts in tremendous amount of overtime and works at home. He is constantly thinking about the future of the farm and what we must plan for. He has a genuine love for the Murray State farms and puts in his best effort to keep them running successful. Well, I gave it away there, but he never fails to include his student workers in the conversation and is dedicated to a healthy work environment. So this year's Jim Bauer Outstanding Staff Service Award goes to Jason Robertson from the Hudson College of Agriculture." I think he's actually on the farm, so we'll make sure to get that award to him today. So congratulations to all our recipients. Thank you again. This was selected by a committee of student leaders on campus, and students, you'll be graduating, but encourage your fellow classmates that are still here to nominate their professors, their teachers, and their fellow students in the future. We want to recognize you and the things you do at Murray State. So thank you again.
Thank you, Kate. I actually talked to Jason this morning, and he said he would try to make it, but he had research plots that have to go in today, and that's why he's being recognized with this award. Just an outstanding service. At this time, I'm going to introduce someone who needs no introduction. Dr. Don Robertson is going to recognize several different students and groups, but I can tell you as seniors here getting ready to graduate, or graduate students getting ready to graduate, if I need to tell you about Dr. Robertson, or if you're leaving here and you can't say, "I love Dr. Robertson," it really means that you never had the chance to get to know Dr. Robertson, which is also equally surprising, because you're going to get to know Dr. Don Robertson. And so as an amazing individual, as an amazing leader and vice president of Murray State, I just can't say enough good things about what he does for our students each and every day. Dr. Robertson. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and I want to just take a minute also, graduates, to congratulate you for your upcoming graduation. And if you're at student orientation, when you began this journey, you probably heard me say, "Thank you for choosing Murray State University," because you had lots of choices and you chose our university. And so now that you're getting ready to graduate, I want to say the same thing. Thank you for choosing Murray State. Again, as I said, you had lots of choices. And I hope that we have met your expectations. And I know many of you, or most of you in the room today, some better than others, but all of you have contributed in various ways to Murray State University. And we are certainly a much better university because of your presence here. So thank you for honoring us by being a student here and allowing us to get to know you and work with you. The first group I want to recognize is this, and say also before I introduce this group, is the strength of Murray State University. And there's lots of strengths, but one of those is our student leadership. We have outstanding student leaders, and they serve us very well in various capacities, whether it be in our student organizations, our residential colleges, student government, whatever the case may be. But one group I do want to recognize who kind of provides the overall leadership for our campus, and a group that we look to for feedback, advice, and recommendations, and that is our Student Government Association. So I would like to first recognize this year's group and ask them to come forward. So we have something for you to recognize your service. So first, Catherine Stark, RCA President. Actually, just go over where Angela is and she'll present the plaque to you. Piper McLean, Chief Justice. Cameron Wright, Vice President of Finance. Maggie White, Vice President of Administration, and the reigning Miss MSU. Brooklyn Williams, Executive Vice President. And Ali Khatib, President, Student Regent. I'm going to have everybody wait there just a second. Dr. Patterson, I missed my cue. Would you go down and have a picture made with this group? Again, let's give them a round of applause. I am equally excited about the incoming group of student government officers that I know are going to provide outstanding leadership during this next academic year. So if you would just please stand as I call your name. Will Van Horn, Vice President of Student Connection, excuse me. We've changed some titles this year, so I had to catch myself. Cameron Wright, Vice President of Administration. Henry Porter, Executive Vice President. And Cesar Benita, SGA President, Student Regent. You know, since 1922, when we were founded, Murray State has always been an international campus, and we're very blessed to have international students on this campus from over 50 countries. So I want to recognize our international students. If any of you are here, if you're an international student and you're graduating, would you stand so we can recognize you? All right, thank you. Earlier, Dr. Mindshine mentioned that he was a first-generation student. I, too, am a first-generation student and take great pride in that. 44% of our campus is first-generation students, and we take that and we work very hard with these students, as we do with all students, but we're proud to have that number of first-generation students here. This means you're the first student in your family to graduate from a four-year institution. So if you are a first-generation student, would you please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you very much, and I know it's not only an honor for you, but I can assure you it's a true honor to your family that you're graduating. And then lastly, the last group I'd recognize is a group that protects us and serves us very well. And these are our veteran graduates. So if you're a veteran student or dependent of a veteran, would you please stand so we can recognize you? And I would ask that if there's any faculty and staff that are veterans, if you would stand also so that we can show you our appreciation. Again, thank you all you, thank you graduates, thank you for what you mean to Murray State University, and I know you're going to go out and do great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. R. Our next presenter is going to represent something that's very unique to Murray State University, and that's our residential college system, which Dr. R. literally wrote the book on the residential college system. And so thankful to have that in place. But at this time, Dr. Chris Trespass will be presenting our Outstanding Residential College Student Awards. Dr. Trespass.
Good morning, everyone. Each semester, the residential colleges recognize graduating seniors who have served as student leaders within their residential colleges. These outstanding individuals have welcomed new students to campus. They've assisted in maintaining a safe and comfortable and welcoming environment within their halls. They've perhaps created engaging programs and activities that you participated in, and maybe even served as recruiting you to play on one of the many intramural teams within your residential colleges. You may not recognize these students, but these are the most important members of your residential colleges. Each college has up to 3 awards that we give out each semester, and we have a lot to give out this year because we have 4 different ceremonies. So the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award goes to the residential college leader who has excelled in the classroom. The Outstanding Service Award goes to those individuals whose unwavering support to the college and the community has made it a better place. And perhaps our the most important award that we give is the Shield Bearer Award, and this is given to the individual that best embodies the spirit and mission of each residential college. And the Shield Bearers have the privilege of carrying their residential college flag at the start of each commencement ceremony coming up not that long from now. So, as each senior is called, we ask that you please rise and go over there to the side there to receive your plaque and to get some picture and shake Dr. Patterson's hand. So I'm going to do these by calls, and please, I beg your patience for 2 things. One, there's a very, very long list of outstanding students this year, and also, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. From Clark College, the Outstanding Service awards are going to Bria Cook. So there's a lot of names, so you may want to hold your applause until the end. All right. To Izana Fikadu. The Shield Bearers for Clark are going to be, and again, there's 4 ceremonies, and each one will have a shield bearer. We have Briley Jones, Reagan DeRosa, Bree Stevens, and Aaliyah Smith. For Elizabeth College, the shield bearers are Megan Smith, Priscilla Boluwatif Edwards, Taylor Doerhofer, and Catherine Stark and her companion Ted. Hart College has shield bearers Adriana Edgar and Joseph Yoakum. Hester College has selected as shield bearers Donta Abram, Michaela McChristian, Zoe Houston, and Paige Watson. Regents College, for service, has given awards to Dontavius McGill. And Don, once you get up there, you might want to hang around for a bit. And Grace Shields. And Grace, you can hang next to Don. So, because for academic achievement, also awards going to Dontavius McGill and Grace Shields. In addition, Regents is giving academic achievement awards to Joe Merchant and Josie Bronk. And the shield bearers selected by Regents are Josie Bronk, Dontavius McGill, and Grace Shields. For Richmond College for service has selected Jordan Harvey, Rachel Lands, and Connor Wolf. We have a backlog. For academic achievement, Jordan Harvey and Connor Wolf are also receiving those awards, as is Sadie Smith. And the shield bearers for Richmond College are Rachel Lands, Sadie Smith, Gretchen Beatty, and Hannah Herron. For R.H. White College, service is going to Abigail Story. And the shield bearers for R.H. White, Cody Harold, Abigail Story, and Kaya Walton. And finally, for Springer Franklin College, we have service award going to Samantha Eels. Samantha is also receiving an Academic Achievement Award. And Samantha is also one of the shield bearers for Springer Franklin College. But in addition to Samantha, the other shield bearers will be Erin Tabler, Ali Seriati, and Sydney Littrell. So, to all our award recipients, thank you very much. From myself and from the other college heads for making the residential colleges the home and communities that we all really appreciate here at the college, at the university. And to all of our graduating seniors, congratulations on a job well done. Finish strong. I'll see you at commencement in just a few short weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Trespass. At this time, I'd like to call Ms. Jen Caldwell to the stage. She's our coordinator for student conduct and special projects, who's going to recognize our students who have been selected in the Who's Who among students at Murray State University. Jen and I have this special relationship where she acts like she don't like me, and I assume that means she loves me as much as I love her. I'm just going to keep assuming that.
You can just keep on. I will be calling out names for the recognition of Who's Who of Murray State students, and I believe we have some certificates Angela, Jordan, and Faith, and Ariana. So if you will stand, they have them divvied up, so they'll come to you. And if you don't get it, they'll be over at the table by Dr. Patterson over there. Gretchen Beatty, Max Blackwell, Alyssa Boving, Haley Bone, Ryan Bridgeforth, Alina Busan, Wendy Burnley, Sarah Lynn Clark, Caitlin Coleman, Bria Cook, Breon Crittenden, Brianna Day, Taylor Dohofer, Samantha Eels, Carrie England, Sydney Etter, Emma Foran, Rebecca Futrell, Natalie Gardner, Allie Garrett, Aaron Gordon, Charles Go, Eliza Heinrich, Kate Herman, Silas Jackson, Carter Johnson, Katrina King, Rachel Lands, Sydney Luttrell, Halia Martin, Avery Mayer, Piper McLean, Sarah Merrill, Jaden Morris, Megan Oakley, Lyda Osborne, Ava Osment, Mason Page, Cheyenne Pender, Jada Poindexter, Sierra Reese, Mackenzie Rogers, Danny Rubenacker, Abigail Santos, Ethan Schuff, Riley Sprague, Emily Warren, Emma Webb, Ashley Wellen, and Eli Whitaker. Please give everyone a round of applause.
Thank you, Jen. Our next presenter is Dr. Jessica Neighbor, Director of the Honors Program, and Dr. Neighbor will be recognizing our Honors Diploma graduates at this time.
Good morning, everybody. On behalf of the Honors College, we would like to congratulate all of the graduates this semester, and we want to give some special recognition to those students who are graduating with honors degrees. So in order to graduate with the honors diploma, students have to complete a sequence of rigorous honors seminars. They're required to study abroad and to complete a senior honors thesis. In order to receive the honors focus, students have to do about 80% of those requirements. So I am going to read the list of the recipients first for the honors focus. They can all stand and we can hold our applause till the end because we do have quite a few graduating this time. So recipients of the Honors Focus: Grayson Belt, Alyssa Boving, Cassidy Curry, Alyssa Dulesky, Mackenzie Ellingsworth, Carly England, Emily Enoch, and you can remain standing if you will, sorry. Dylan Fox, Caitlin Gardner, Aaron Gordon, Jordan Harvey, Alyssa Helt, Chase Hendricks, Nathan Lair, Jorge Mora, Mason Page, Amanda Pfeiffer, Morgan Proctor, Isaac Reynolds, Luca Schaefer Knight, Jeffrey Selby, Catherine Wanseidler, Ethan Walker, Kaya Walton, Emily Warren, Molly Weber, and Catherine Weir. Let's give our Honors Focus recipients a round of applause. Okay, and now for the list of Honors Diploma recipients. Kellis Adams, Ethan Alexander, Lillian Basil, Lillian Blackburn, Ryan Bridgeforth, Ashley Caldwell, Cameron Carter, McKenna Carter, Anna Compton, Clara Damon, Bryce Drake, Isabella Eads, Samantha Eels, Joshua Eaton, Emma Foran, Devin Frisch, Rebecca Futrell, Finley Gardner, Michael Gray, Aiden Green, Eliza Heinrich, Kate Herman, Cade Howell, Nathaniel Hunt, Jacob Jones, Caitlin King, Katrina King, Sydney Luttrell, Delaney McCoy, Alexander McDowell, Jaden Morris, Frank Newton, Megan Oakley, Emily Oliver, Andrew Orr, Anna Parker, Bradley Pfeiffer, Johnny Perry, Sarah Restoff, Mason Roach, Abigail Santos, Ethan Schuff, Grace Shields, Riley Sprague, Aaron Tabler, Reed Venable, Emma Webb, Ashley Wellen, Eli Whitaker, and Emma Weissman. Let's give them a round of applause. It really is a big accomplishment graduating with kind of this rigorous sequence of things that you have to do for Honors College, and we have a huge group of awesome students. We're really going to miss you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Neighbor. And Dr. Neighbor is going to hang around a little while longer and be joined by Dr. David Wilson, our Director of Housing, and Dr. Gary Zaruth, Associate Professor in Biological Sciences, as they recognize our outstanding seniors. That's you guys. They must have been counting on you talking. Yes. Yeah.
All right. So I am going to introduce one of our outstanding seniors today, Eliza Heinrich. She is one of those Honors College students that I said we're going to have a hard time saying goodbye to, for sure. But I'll give a little history of how I got to know Eliza and a few things about her. But I was first able to meet her when she came to my office in Mason Hall to talk about her Presidential Fellow research. So some of you know this, but Presidential Fellows, they have to do 5 hours of research a week for the entire 4 years that they're students at Murray State. So Dr. Dave Gibson, who's the Presidential Fellow Coordinator, he has the fellows go visit several faculty members to try to talk about compatibility and just find the right fit for some kind of 4-year partnership working on research. So Eliza came to my office and sat down to talk to me a little bit about my research on blue zones. She had heard about that and was interested and intrigued. And she was interested, I think, immediately. And I was definitely excited immediately about the possibility of getting to work with her for 4 years. From that very first meeting, she stood out as being very eager, positive, and cheerful, and exceptionally bright. So over the next 3.5 years, we met pretty much every week, sometimes every other week, and really my first impression of her never changed. She always came very prepared, and she met expectations, and always really surpassed the expectations. So she would go above and beyond everything that I asked her to do. She was always thinking ahead and asking, what do you want me to do next? Eager, that's something that we as faculty love to see, right? If I would suggest something like review a few articles, she would come having reviewed 10 articles and summarize them. She was always going above and beyond. Her research accomplishments while she's been an undergraduate have really been remarkable. So she helped us with our Blue Zones research. She contributed to a survey that we did. That was kind of the first thing that we did. And then the next step was to recruit and interview elderly Callaway County residents. So not every student would jump at that opportunity, but she was excited to get out there. Our initial goal was to interview 90-plus-year-olds in Callaway County. So Eliza set out to recruit and interview 90-plus-year-olds. Well, you can imagine we had a hard time recruiting enough people that were in that age range. So we ended up going to 80-plus-year-olds. But Eliza really single-handedly went out and recruited all of those people to interview and interviewed them and talked to them about their lifestyles. And that was a lot of fun. She also has authored articles based on her findings. And she, in fact, has published 2 articles as an undergraduate, has another one submitted, and another one that she's working on right now. So that's a pretty big deal, 4 articles as an undergraduate. So I think that her research, or her impact is extended beyond research, because she's also been out teaching at elementary schools about healthy lifestyles. So she's touched the community in that way as well, making meaningful contributions to public health education. She embodies everything that a Presidential Fellow is meant to be, and that is that she's deeply engaged, she's very motivated, and she represents Murray State very well, the Honors College, and the School of Nursing and Health Professions. Also, I would say that her most admirable quality beyond all of these accomplishments and publications is her perspective. She has a balance of joy, dedication, professionalism, warmth, and I love that she works hard and also knows how to have fun. That's something I love to see in these, very motivated students. It's kind of a refreshing balance, and refreshing that she always has a smile on her face, literally every time she's walked into my office for 4 years. So I think that Eliza's poised to make a really significant impact when she goes out into the working world. She has already received offers from highly competitive programs, including pediatrics, CVICU at Vanderbilt, and a nurse residency at St. Jude's. So neither of those are easy positions, and she had offers from both, and I think she's made her final decision. So, but this speaks to her talent and potential, and there's no doubt that she's going to go out and impact the lives of many while carrying Murray State, the Honors College, and the School of Nursing and Health Professions with her. So let's give Eliza a huge round of applause.
All right, I think I'm up next. That was a tough act to follow. Congratulations. It is my pleasure and it's a great honor to introduce my recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award. Abigail Santos is a presidential fellow, so she too has been charged with doing research while she's here at Murray State. And she's a biology pre-medicine major. She's been working in my lab since the fall semester of 2022. Abigail's been extremely dedicated. She puts in 15 to 20 hours a week every week into doing research in my lab. And she's now a senior research student and has spent the last year or two kind of leading a project that's investigating transcription factor networks that govern pancreatic cell fate specification and expansion using CRISPR models that we've generated. Or for anyone who's not a biology major, she looks at how genes kind of coordinate the assembly of the pancreas in the embryo. Abigail has been a dedicated and integral fixture of my lab, as demonstrated by the research awards she's won at both regional and national conferences. And here at home, she's won the Outstanding Student Researcher Award, the Biological Sciences Rising Star Award, and the Biological Sciences Outstanding Senior Award. Abigail's now become a master of her craft and has played a vital role in training my lab's junior researchers. If there's an important experiment to be done, one that I normally would only entrust myself to do, I now hand it over to Abigail, knowing that she'll likely get better results than I. And this is the paradox of academic research. In any other industry, losing your most competent employee the moment they become proficient is considered a crisis. In academia, we call that success. And I say this because Abigail's hard work culminates tomorrow when she defends her honors thesis. The resulting manuscript will be submitted to a high-impact scientific journal in the coming months, on which she will be listed as the primary author. Abigail's research over the past 4 years has expanded our knowledge of cellular and developmental biology and may contribute to the development of novel therapeutic strategies for the treatment or prevention of diabetes and other metabolic diseases. This last point is an important reflection of who Abigail is. You see, education is often mistaken as a transfer of information. But science is more than a simple body of facts to memorize. It's a system of reasoning. The power of science lies in our ability to challenge our preconceptions and critically apply our understanding of the universe to solve novel problems. This was best said by the English philosopher Sir Francis Bacon, who wrote that knowledge and power are the same thing, because not knowing the cause denies us the ability to have an effect. Abigail's award today is a testament not just to her acquisition of knowledge, but to the disciplined mind she's built to apply it. To that point, Abigail has already been accepted to medical school, where she'll continue her quest for knowledge and translate that knowledge into the power to improve the lives of others and provide support to people who, even in their weakest moments, can find strength in her application. That's the power of education, and that is what Abigail so faithfully represents. And although Abigail embodies the academic spirit, that's not to say she's all brains and no brawn. She's an avid runner that has not only won first or second place in numerous 5K runs, but she's been the vice president and the president of the Murray State Running Club and has hosted runs here, including the First Gen 5K just this past March. I won't go into all of the other many hats or shoes that Abigail has worn, like being president of the Pre-Health Professionals Club, a member of the Honor Student Council, a member of the MedLife Service Group, a church volunteer, a student mentor, and much more. But her activities and her scholarship and her character collectively make her deserving of this award. And I am just so very happy and honored that I've gotten to know her and work beside her during her 4 years here at Murray State. So thank you, Abigail.
While they're taking pictures, I'll go off script just a minute, which I'm really good to do. Thank you, I am. First, I just want to say to each of you graduating seniors, you know, somebody at Murray State has touched you these last 4 years, has helped you, has supported you. These next few weeks before graduation would be a wonderful time to just say thank you. You know, we do not hear that a lot. In housing, I don't hear it at all. But I think doing that. The other thing I have to say, because I get this group and say, I don't know if you guys realize this, but we have, and I apologize because I say some words, we have a kick-ass music program at this school. And I will say that because not just the instruments, but the music. And so my quick short story is my significant other just retired from a school in Clarksville that I can't mention at a university, but she worked there. So she came to a couple of home games with me and listened to our band. And then I went to one of her home games. And when their band walked out, I looked at her and said, "Where's the rest of your band?" And she said, "Let's just be honest, y'all would kick our band's butt." So I really appreciate the music, the singing. I just think it adds so much to this university. Okay. Now, script. I'm honored to be here today to introduce an outstanding senior man, Silas Reed Jackson. It's just an honor, and over the years of being with him, I understand why he has this award. You know, I have served as advisor for one of our Greek fraternities for the past 19 years. Within that role, I work with the president of the organization on a weekly basis. They have to meet with me. I make them sit and talk with me for about an hour and a half life in the fraternity. And if you have been a president in an organization, you'll realize that a president of a Greek organization is like being a CEO, a referee, and a marriage counselor, all rolled up into one. And it is difficult. He has served the fraternity in several leadership positions, but as president, when he was with the group, we won our 4th Buck Cup, and the Buck Cup is the highest award Sigma Phi Epsilon gives to us. Matter of fact, the next one we win, I believe, will be a gold Buck Cup, which is like the ultimate, and it's not just to the fraternity, but it's to the leadership. But you know, he's not only served the fraternity in many different areas, he's also served the university. He's been in the Interfraternity Council, and he's worked with the Student Government Association, where he was a representative to the Kentucky Leadership Academy. But also, while in SGA, he served as Director of Government Relations, which allowed him to travel to Frankfurt with other university leaders to advocate on behalf of Murray State for the establishment of a Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program, which was successful. And so that speaks to the person that he is. He is a Racer Leadership Institute Fellow, a member of Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society, and a member of Who's Who among students at Murray State. And in his spare time, which he has taken advantage of educational abroad programs by going to Germany, Turkey, and Ireland. I don't know how he has that time. But you know, these accolades are awesome. But the thing I appreciate most about this young man is who he is. I met with him weekly for a year of his presidency, and I honestly have to say I truly look forward to that time. We talked about fraternity stuff, but then we talked about whatever came up. I found him to be attentive, engaged, and genuinely interested in our discussion. He is an example to me of a balanced man. He's smart, a sense of humor, caring, supportive, intense, and versatile. If you want to see his intensity and versatility, just go back and look at the last 2 off-campus sing videos with Sigma Phi Epsilon and see him laying down those dance moves out there with the look that would make Rambo proud, because he is into it. But you know, the biggest thing about it is, when I look at him, I know, you know, I'm getting older and I've got to depend on you guys to take care of me. And I know with a person like Silas, I'll be taken care of. So it's my pleasure to introduce Silas Reed Jackson.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson, Drs. Ruth and Dr. Neighbor. Very, very well-deserved outstanding senior awards. At this time, Ms. Carrie McGinnis from our alumni office is going to come and address our graduates. Carrie?
Thank you, Dean Clark. Good morning. I will be brief because I know we are up against a hard stop. We're almost at 9:30, but I wrote some things, some remarks to say to you this morning, and then on my way in, as I was thinking about you all, I decided to completely throw them in the garbage and say something completely different. So here's what I want you to take away from me today. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Repeat after me, graduates. It's going to be okay. One more time. It's going to be okay. All right, the reason I'm bringing this up is that I have talked to several students in the last several days who have been stressed. I mean, stressed to the max. They're nervous about graduation. They're nervous about finals. They're nervous about whether they have a job. They're nervous about the job, when they start, how they're going to move, how they're going to afford it. What are they going to do until they get that first paycheck? All of these things are very, very nerve-wracking, and that's a real thing. And I just wanted to tell you this morning that it's going to be okay. So way, way back in the 1900s, some of us have experienced this in the past. We've been right where you're sitting, and we have experienced these same feelings of nervousness and anticipation and excitement and fear, and those are real things. But I'm here to say to you this morning, look at us now. We did it. We made it. And you will too. It's going to be okay. So not only is it going to be okay, it's going to be great. Because you've got this. And not only have you got this, but we've got you. We've got you. We have 85,000 alumni all over the globe who love Murray State University and would love nothing more than to support you in this next transition in your life. So as the Director of Alumni Relations, I'm asking you to please stay connected. Regent Khatib talked earlier about staying connected and remembering these friendships and not letting them go. And I am saying the same thing to you. Not only should you stay connected to each other, but stay connected to us. We have resources to help you be successful, and I would love nothing more than to help you receive them. We also have an outstanding career services division here at Murray State University. So if you're struggling and you're nervous and you're trying to find that next stop, go see them. Don't be too proud. Ask questions. If you don't know that you have the right suit for your next job interview, they have a career closet. Go see career services. They're here to help you. And once you become alumni, once you join this Racer alumni family, you can still use these services. The Alumni Association, career services here on campus. These things are here for you. So not only is it going to be fine, you're going to be great. You're going to be amazing. And you're going to be amazing partially because you already are, but also because this university has invested in you and you have invested in it. So we are here pouring into you not only a quality education, but an amazing life experience. So you're ready. You're ready. No matter if you feel ready or not, you're ready. You've got this. So repeat after me. It's going to be great. Wow, you guys are super lame. I know it's early, but one more time. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, awesome. Well, I would ask you to go to murraystate.com/alumni and give us a little bit of your information so that we can keep you up to date on things that are happening on campus and keep you up to date on some of these support services that we've just talked about. So do that when you have a chance, and congratulations to the class of 2026. You got this.
Thank you, Carrie. A wonderful message, and I couldn't agree more. And finally, our alma mater will be led by Noah Padgett, a music education and vocal major from Louisville, Kentucky.
In the heart of Jackson's purchase, in the sun's warm glow, is the home of Murray State, finest place we know.
You're dismissed. Go Racers.